Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to something that I feel like is quite relevant at the moment, and it is USA versus Iran military power comparison 2025. And yeah, this is something that I feel like is literally in the stages of being like breaking out now with Israel and Iran, and now the US getting involved, and there's a lot going on, which is pretty interesting because I feel like Trump was saying he didn't want wars and stuff, but I guess maybe that's changed a bit. I mean, it must have, because it's looking like the US was going to go into some sort of war from what I'm seeing. And I guess with that also means probably countries like the UK will get involved as well. But in terms of the military power, I think we already know the US will dominate Iran. Although I feel like Iran is obviously powerful, just in comparison to the US, no one's going to have any sort of close comparison really. But it will be fascinating to see what it actually looks like in terms of the power of both sides, and to see what Iran does have. Because I think it's all to do with like nuclear weapons, right? And how like Iran, they don't want Iran to own nuclear weapons and this and that. So yeah, we're going to check this out. Hopefully find this interesting. Let me know your thoughts on the current situation. I'm not fully up to date. I've just sort of seen things on Twitter and like news reports here and there, but I've not looked fully into it. So I could be missing some things out, but we're going to jump into this and see this comparison. Global rank. So the US is 1. I'm going to assume Iran's like 30? 16. Damn. Okay, there we go. Wait, isn't there something here actually? Trump threatens to kill Iran's leader. This guy. Bloody hell. There we go. That's crazy. He threatens to kill. Damn, it's getting feisty. Square down there. They're both big countries, aren't they? The fact that its GDP is 400 billion, yet they have the 16th strongest military, is crazy, because it just goes to show the percentage of their GDP that they put into the military. It's got to be such a high percentage. Well, there we go. Their GDP is 430 and their 25 billion is spent on military. Let's look at the comparison again though. 800 billion to that. I mean, that's a crazy comparison, but the fact that they spend such a high percentage of their GDP on military is crazy. Oh, so they don't have any. I always assumed they had military weapons already. Oh, so I guess with that they were getting close to getting nuclear weapons. Did I say military weapons? I mean nuclear weapons. I see. I mean, it's not really close, is it? In any form whatsoever. I mean, there it is. That's pretty mad. It's just not really close, is it? Combat tanks. The thing is, this, all the US ones are all like, not all, but I assume the majority of them are like modern versions as well. So they have more, but also a lot of them will be like the best in class as well. Bloody hell. That is mad. Crazy. I just hope this doesn't turn into something like a world war, bro, because I can't lie. It seems like more and more countries are just getting involved. Like it started with Israel and Iraq. Well, it started with Israel and that region, and then Iran, and now the US, and I assume probably the UK, and then will Russia see it? I mean, Russia are already fighting their own war, to be fair, but Russia are having their own war going on with Ukraine. Would they try and then get involved supporting Iran, or China? Would they try and support Iran? Because I just know that's sort of how it works when it comes to this kind of stuff. It's getting pretty wild. $140,000. 5 times the amount. That's pretty mad. Iran got a lot there. So Iran seem to be missile type things. They seem to be very well equipped there. Okay, yeah, the US is going to dominate, right? The US Air Force. Crazy. Bloody hell. 500, that's it. Oh, mate. Fucking hell. 20 to 880. Wow. They have more special mission than Iran have just jets in general, or planes in general in the Air Force. Fucking hell. Anyways. Damn. They're not prepared in that area then, are they? Bloody hell. What? We've got 120 helicopters. I'm going to assume the US have more, what are they called? I can't remember the fucking helicopter name. We're going to see in a second. Apaches. Then they have helicopters in general, right? They will 100% have more Apaches alone than Iran have helicopters. What the fuck? 13. This is mad as well, because they're the 16th most powerful military. So this goes to show just how dominant the US is, which I know, but just looking at this contrast is mad. Damn. Okay, Navy now. Damn. Of course. 0 again. Jeez. They probably don't even have enough to really warrant having like a helicopter carrier or an aircraft carrier around, do they? Wow. So why they got loads of frigates then? What's going on there? Voice cracked. Damn. Okay, subs. And the thing is with this, I think the US subs are like so advanced as well, aren't they? They're like nuclear powered and stuff, right? 21. Damn. Are they not very good, or are they very good? What's the thing about that with the US having 0? Mine warfare. Damn. It's just like cargo. What the hell was that about? Ports and terminals. There's only 4 ports in Iran. Oh, we're looking at like other sort of factors as well. America has 15, nearly 16,000 airports. Iran has 170. That's a pretty mad comparison. Flipping hell. That wasn't English. That's pretty mad comparison. That's a pretty mad comparison. Roadway. I mean, yeah, the US is going to dominate any country here. I assume. I'm going to assume Iran has more because the US has a lot of railway for like cargo and stuff, right? But I think Iran overall will just be like a country that has a lot of railway stuff. No. Holy shit. Okay, there we go. I was so wrong with that. They don't really have any like chance, do they? Let's be real. But it can still get pretty bad, of course, and I really hope it doesn't because it's looking like it can get terrible. But yeah, that's just a little look into this. I probably should look into more videos around this, but I don't know if people have an interest in me looking into that. Maybe tomorrow I'll look at some videos relating to what's going on because it's obviously a very hot topic at the moment, and I think a lot of people in the US are pretty angry because a lot of people who voted for Trump, his whole thing was like stopping wars or not going into wars. But now are people seeing why he's going into it? Do they disagree? I mean, I can't lie. I don't really know what's happened now to go into war because I feel like Iran's always been there. But again, I don't really know what else is going on. Like, were the US sort of wanting Israel to start this war? Maybe they're behind it the whole time secretly. I don't know, but it's not looking great because it's definitely looking like the US is going to go into war. But yeah, I guess we'll see as it unfolds. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, obviously in terms of the power, the US dominates, but it's still possibility for a high number of people to lose their lives. So yeah, I guess we're going to see what happens in the future days and the upcoming days. And that's pretty much it. Until next time, peace.